This is Buying Miami, Life, Love, and Real Estate, and I am your host, JoAnne Jones. I'm a second-generation Miamian, and I am obsessed with real estate, and also living your best life here in the best city, Miami. Okay, we're back for another episode of Buying Miami, Life, Love, and Real Estate, and this is a pretty special episode because it's the first episode that I do that we talk about lifestyle. Right. All the other episodes have been about real estate, and then I'm like, well, maybe I should do one about lifestyle,
Yeah.
And then, pulling from my own lifestyle, I thought, maybe we should do one on social clubs and how they have come of age, they've come of age. They're not like your mama's social club. And a lot of people, I think they're like, social club, that's for old people. And you kind of you imagine old white golfers, old men golfing. And it's just like, I'm not interested in that. But if you think about it, in Miami, being part of a club, a social club, it doesn't have the same, it's not the same as it used to be. And you get to a certain point in your life where you want to be able to go somewhere and have a good time and do whatever you're interested in, whether if it's being at a spa or you want to play tennis or you want to play golf or you want to have a nice dinner. And you don't want it to be like, like shots and craziness. You want it to be like sober and normal, and you want to meet other people that are kind of like on your same vibe. So as you kind of get to a point in your life where you still want to socialize, but you don't want to party like a rock star, then the idea of joining a social club is more interesting. And it's a place where you can go and relax and entertain. If you have people from out of town, you could bring them to your club. And, usually there's something for everyone. So if, some people may want to lay out by the pool, other people want to play tennis, some people want to go play golf. So what's cool about Miami is that there's a social club for pretty much whatever you're into. And we have quite a few here on the beach, and people who kind of live on the other side, like maybe they live in Pinecrest or they live in Coral Gables or they live, elsewhere, they end up joining a social club on the beach if they want to come to the beach, if they're like beach goers, because you just come, you pull up, the valet takes your car, you just bring your bag, you go to the beach, and they have everything set up. Now, I live on the beach. I live actually across the street from the beach, but I joined a social club going on 3 years now, right?
Yeah.
3 years ago. And I pretty much joined where I joined, which I will reveal later in the show, so stay tuned. But I joined, it's a big secret. But I joined it because you guys, they have the nicest gym in the area. I live in Mid-Beach, and there's not any really like nice, clean, great gyms, at least that I like here. And so, so I got a flyer in the mail one day, and they're like, "Oh, come join this, come check us out." And I checked it out, and I loved it. And besides, I'm a spa rat. Again, as I've gotten older, because I'm so old, it feels like. Life happens. Well, I know I feel old, but life happens, and it's real estate's kind of stressful. It's a very stressful job, and sometimes you just don't want to have a whole bottle of wine on a Tuesday. So apparently that's inappropriate, So sometimes you would rather go. Like for me, I'd rather go to the spa. I'd rather just do something that's like a little healthier.
Right.
And I'll tell you, I'll go to the spa and just steam and sauna and go into the jacuzzi for an hour or so, and I'm like butter.
Reset.
I'm so reset, and it's so much healthier. That's the other thing. I'm at a point in my life where I really want to be healthy. I want to be clean. I want to be toxin free. I want to, get enough sleep, and I want to drink enough water, and I want to eat correctly, and because it affects my body so much.
Yeah.
So there's other things, though, about social clubs that are appealing, like entertaining. You have people in from out of town, and you can bring them to the club, and everybody knows you at the club, and it's like you're comfortable, you're familiar. And also for business as well. I've had business meetings at my club, and people, it's just a nice kind of a little bit different, and it's casual. So I have Wendy DeLuca here. I talk so much. I'm so sorry. I get very excited, especially about social clubs, because
I'm like, should I just go?
Yeah, you want to listen? You come back next time. All right, I'll just do a whole show
really
by myself.
Over there. I might. Yeah.
No, we have Wendy DeLuca.
No, I'm happy to be.
And she is an expert at social clubs and the memberships and what to expect. And kind of, I wanted to have her on the show because I wanted to have a conversation about different types of social clubs and how, so you can kind of figure out what might be good for you. And again, you know, you get your house, you get settled in Miami, and you don't want to like freaking party like a rock star anymore. You want to just kind of do something a little bit more chill and relaxing and fun. And joining a social club can kind of check a lot of those boxes. So, Wendy, I wanted to talk to you. Number one, I wanted to get your take on a social club, and I wanted you to kind of share with our listeners, you know, like why would they consider joining a club?
Right.
And what are the different, you know, things that they need to look for? And, you know, like if somebody is like, hey, tell me about social clubs. And that's it. Tell me about social clubs, Wendy.
Putting me on the spot. I love it. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Spotlight's on you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Well, honestly, I look at a social club that it's a community, right? So it's a place that you can go and feel comfortable. And, you know, after everything that we went through the last few years, people are really striving to feel that and get that somehow, some way. And also health, right? So everybody's focused on being healthier and aging backwards. And so that's why I think clubs, you know, the percentage of sales and memberships have gone up significantly. I read an article the other day, and it was up like 60% across the country for social clubs. So it's really the place where people want to go and want to feel comfortable. And, you know, so many people are working from home now that they can go to these clubs and work from there. Have, like you said, have your business meeting there. You know, really just feel comfortable to just be. And that's another thing too, right? So you just want to take a deep breath and just feel comfortable and be present and, you know, enjoy your life, really, is what we all need to do more of. Yeah. I think all of us realized after COVID that we were in this rat race, you know, go, 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 go. And that just doesn't serve us anymore. No. So that's what I've seen, and that's what people, when they come to me, that's exactly what they say. They, you know, and, you know, also the families too. They want a place where they feel comfortable to bring their family and their kids and know that their kids are going to be safe too. Yeah. So that's another thing as well. Yeah. And I agree. And also, like, you can go to the club and you could spend the whole day there. You could spend the whole weekend there. You could just be, like, if you want to read a book, there's places to read a book. If you want to go to the beach, if you're on a beachfront, you know, social club, you could do that. But, like, you could just go and hang out. If you want to get out of your house and not work from home, you can bring your computer and then just, you know, have lunch or have a coffee or meet a friend and have them come over. So it's a place that you could socialize and just hang out and invite others. Usually there's some type of, you know, guest policy, and it's not in your house. So if you don't want to necessarily entertain in your house for whatever reason, you could usually entertain at a social club, and usually there's something for everyone, from the restaurant to whatever it is. So how do you help people kind of decide which one is for them? Like, I see you got a lot of notes there. What do you have on your notes there? What do you want to talk about? Well, I have done quite a bit of research in this industry, just knowing sort of who my competitive, and, you know, did a competitive analysis, figuring out who my competition is, and we'll reveal where I work in a minute. But really, I think it's, you know, every club serves a different purpose. So some are really, you know, for the social, you know, lots of networking activities, lots of outdoor activities that they include the members in. You know, I know a certain club, and they spend $50,000 to $60,000 a year just on social events for
Which
members.
club? We could say names here.
Okay.
Is it Soho House?
One Hotel.
One Hotel, yeah. I have friends that are members there.
Yeah, and it's really great. I did a tour there, and they do really great things. They have a fitness facility. The locker room's really small, but I think their main focus is just a social thing. Like all the members go out jet skiing together, or they go to the museum, not even necessarily on the resort. So
right.
And then there's Soho House, of course. Everybody knows Soho House. So you get access to all their sister clubs throughout the country, which is really great. Actually, and then you can upgrade to have it throughout the world as well. And that's primarily social as well. They're really, and just, and here we have the beach too. And then you have the Standard, which is really kind of younger, like not family friendly.
No, it's not. It is not family friendly. The Standard is not.
But that's why people go there, right?
But it's adult friendly, I could tell you that.
It definitely is. It definitely is. And I would say those are the primary memberships around here. I mean, there's obviously, there's obviously like the Ritz-Carlton and, other resorts and hotels that have memberships. And then if you want, golf, you can join the course and, country club. And then if you want tennis, I don't know a tennis club, but...
Doesn't the Biltmore have tennis?
Yes, thank
you.
The
Biltmore. And also, I mean, they're not all... The social clubs are not always necessarily on the beach, too. They have social clubs that are, like, inland. Like, the Biltmore is a great one.
Right.
That if you're, like, in Coral Gables and you don't want to leave, believe it or not everybody is, like, crazy about the beach. I don't know why, but no. I have some friends that are like, I'm never going to the beach. It's a rat race over there. But
or I don't like sand in my shoes.
Yeah, I don't like sand. Oh, okay. So maybe you want to go to one that is, more... like different activities. Golf. If you're into golf and your mate is into tennis or your mate is into a spa, then the Biltmore is a good one. And you don't want to be on the beach.
Yeah.
And then I have quite a few friends that are if you want to get like fancy pants style, there's the Fisher Island has a great one too.
Right. Yeah. And the other one is the Bath Club too.
The Bath Club, yes. I'm singing there on Saturday. Did you get my?
That's right.
Did you get my flyer?
Yes.
I'm a singer too, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, and I'm performing places at the Bath Club. So yeah, the Bath Club is another one.
Yes.
That has beach service, and they have the pool, and they have tennis. They don't really have a spa.
No, or fitness. I mean, they do have a fitness,
they have a gym,
but it's not.
But it's okay.
It's not great. Yeah.
You're really going to go there for actually the food. The restaurants there.
The food is amazing.
The restaurants at the Bath Club are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their event space too.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that, all these locations, I mean, you can have a party and rent out their spaces. And as a member, you get discounts at on the event venue fee.
Right.
So that's also a huge perk. If you have a daughter that's getting married, or if you're getting married, you could get married at the resort as well. Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Hint, hint, maybe. I'm actually thinking about that, but anyway.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about it. My boyfriend doesn't listen to my podcast. Isn't that great?
Really? Okay. You can say whatever you want.
I can say whatever I want. He'll never hear it. He hears me chitter-chatting all day long. He's not going to have me on the pod. He's not going to listen to my podcast, too.
Right.
But yeah, the event space, that's another thing. I didn't think about that, the event space.
Yeah.
So, and what else you got on your notes?
Really just anti-aging is kind of what I like to focus on.
Yeah, me too.
And that's what my resort primarily does. So anything that's therapeutic, that's going to help us age backwards, is what, I see huge value in. And, there's lots of companies out there that do like the preventative care. So the IV treatments, the B12 shots, the testing your blood for 100 biomarkers to make sure that you're taking enough vitamins and minerals, or what are you taking too much of? And everybody's taking magnesium now. Are you taking too much magnesium? You could be, and you could be killing yourself. So,
wow.
There's
a fun fact.
That's not great. Yeah.
No.
Not to bring the podcast down, but Yeah, so and then, there's all these technology. So you have red light therapy, you have, cryotherapy, you have the plunge, the cold plunge, whichever, that's all the rage now. And really the science backs it up that it is extremely healthy for your body, and it helps repair our DNA. I mean, you can't...
The cold plunge?
Cold plunge, not necessarily, but the red light therapy.
Red light therapy.
Yeah, red light therapy. Mm-hmm.
So maybe we should do the big reveal.
Okay.
Wendy works, she is the membership coordinator for the Carillon on Miami Beach.
Director, thanks.
Director, oh, excuse me.
Excuse me.
She's the director of member services, is that your exact, or just?
Spa and Beach Club membership.
Yeah, okay, all right. I never really thought about joining a social club before I got your flyer in the mail 3 years ago, and I went, and I just thought like that was for old people, I think of social clubs, and I'm like, that's for like my grandparents, and
right.
And then I went and I met with you, and I did a tour, and I'm all about like anti-aging, and I'm a spa rat, so you had me at spa.
Yeah.
And I love the beach, but I don't like to like carry a beach chair and stuff like that, so I like that they'll set up the beach chair and the umbrella and everything, and I like the pool. You guys have 2 pools. You have a family pool and an adult pool.
Saltwater pool.
Oh, is the adult one a saltwater?
It is.
Oh, I didn't. I never realized.
There's only like 3 in Florida.
I don't go up there that much because you can't get food up there on that top one.
Yeah, because if you drop food into the salt water, it throws off the pH balance, and we have to drain the pool, and it's a whole thing. Yeah. So I went there, and also you guys have the nicest, most beautiful gym, so that was a big selling point. 10,000 square foot overlooking the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
But what I have found that I use the membership for more than anything is to strengthen my relationships, and that's something like a byproduct that I didn't really think about.
Interesting.
But I use the membership a lot. Like I invite my friends, I invite my girlfriends, I have people that come in from out of town. I invite them to enjoy the spa, enjoy the facility, and just connect and bond with them over in the beach or at the pool or in the spa. But it's a great way to connect with people and to do your relationship development. In a way that is not like, we're not drinking, we're not doing anything. It's very organic and authentic.
Yeah,
and
you wouldn't think you would have that component of joining the resort club.
Yeah, I didn't, but let me tell you, I've had some secrets revealed in that in the aromatherapy spa. I've learned some interesting things.
Really?
Well, just because you get to talking, and then it's a relaxed environment, and so then you really get to connect with I get to connect with my friends and really like, okay, what's really going on with you, know? And I've been able to do that, and then the business aspect of it. Like I've had business meetings. I mean, I work from home, and my office is on Lincoln Road, and sometimes I don't want something so formal. I want something a little bit more interesting and more fun. So I've had business meetings at the Carillon at the restaurant.
Well, we have a great restaurant.
Yeah,
too.
you do. You do. So I've done that, and it's just it's one of those things that. I use it a lot, and then on the weekends I walk over. I was within walking distance, but you think about like, where am I going to spend my money? Where's my budget? Where am I going to spend my money? What about my social life? And maybe you don't, I love going out to dinner, but, it just is a place, like you get so much bang for your buck from these memberships, especially at the Carillon. I mean, I personally love the Carillon the most. Yeah. You guys have a great membership package, and you have the most touchless therapy. What do you call them? Stuff?
Touchless technology. We have the most touchless technology of any spa in the country, and we're one of the leading spas in the world. And what is touchless technology? So essentially, pre-COVID, we started bringing in all this really cool technology like red light therapy, cryotherapy, meditation, pod therapy, and during COVID, we were like, okay, we need to get more of this. So we just kept bringing more and more and more. And it really is just, I mean, I'm completely addicted to it. I love all of it. We have a vibrational heated massage bed that is vibrating at such a high level that it helps penetrate your water molecules and cleanse your cells from toxins that we get from our devices.
Is that the EMF thing?
Yes.
with the kaleidoscope thing?
Yeah, the EMF, which the FDA has actually declared does toxify our cells on a regular basis.
Fantastic.
So it's not just our phones, it's our computers, it's planes. No, it's the power lines, it's everything. I mean, we're surrounded by electricity and technology. So you have to cleanse your body from these things that are, toxifying our cells. So the cryotherapy we have, it's 145 degrees below zero. It's a walk-in freezer, essentially.
I've been in that.
It's amazing. So it's a 3-minute experience, and it helps decrease inflammation in the body. Really, I mean, athletes do this on a regular basis. It kind of takes it's like the cold plunge. It's similar experience for your body. It's also repairing your cells in the sense that it's decreasing the inflammation, as I mentioned before. We also have red light therapy, so it's a full body red light therapy. A lot of gyms and spas have a red light therapy for your hands or your face because it really focuses on anti-aging. It increases collagen, but we have the full bed, so it's a full body experience.
It's an immersion. It's an immersive experience.
It's amazing. I always do the one that repairs your ligaments and tendons, so that's when the light therapy is going deeper into your body. It's been around since the 60s. There's tons and tons, thousands and thousands of articles scientifically based that there are benefits from using it. We also have the compression suits, so upper and lower body compression suits, which helps with lymphatic drainage.
Ooh.
So that's excellent for helping lose weight and getting rid of toxins. So it's like detoxifying. And then we just added, it's called Biocharger.
Oh.
So it's super interesting. I'm still learning more about it. But it's electrons. So you go into this room and it's creating an electron type environment, which is extremely healing for your body. So anytime you put your feet without shoes in the sand or on the ground, in the grass,
you're grounding.
You're grounding. You're absorbing electrons. So that's essentially what it's doing, is grounding your body. So it's really, really cool. I need to have you experience it.
Yeah,
actually.
no, I would love to. But how, does that cleanse the EMF toxicity in your body? Because doesn't grounding help cleanse the EMF?
It does.
I know I
Yeah.
sleep on a grounding sheet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know if it works, but I sleep on it.
Yeah. They also have grounding beds. Yeah.
A whole bed of grounding?
Yes.
Who makes that?
Haston's, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually working on a partnership with them.
Oh,
so,
I got that. I'm like, why are they talking about mattresses at the Carillon?
Yeah. We had an event. Yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to you about that offline because if I can get a whole grounding bed, that would be amazing.
Yeah. No, I try and do events where we bring in, different partners to try and create more benefits for the members. So I'm still kind of working on what that looks like, maybe getting you guys a discount on their beds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, what's also cool about the Carillon is that you guys have the bio station, which is kind of like a med spa.
Yep.
And
well, they don't like to be called a med spa.
Oh, okay.
But
Sorry.
It's integrative medicine.
Integrative medicine. Is that what they're calling it these days?
Yes. It's essentially... So they're the ones that do the IV treatments. They do, like you could stop in and just get a B12 shot. And all of these things, you don't have to be a member. Not all of them, but some of these things, and BioStation is one of them. You don't have to be a member. You can just stop into the Carillon Wellness Resort and check it out. But they do, they're the ones that do the biomarker testing, which I can tell you absolutely changed my life.
Really? How so?
I started taking better quality vitamins and minerals, and they do, produce pharmaceutical grade vitamins. But I buy some of theirs, and then I also purchase from other places. But just higher quality, what you're putting, because a lot of vitamins are...
They're crap.
Right, yeah, total scams.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, I was deficient in certain things that I had no idea that I was. So it really helped me with like the brain fog. Like I just had this crazy brain fog for years and years and years, and I was like, what is wrong with me? Am I dying? So I just feel crystal clear in my thinking.
Really?
Yeah, and my.
So what were you deficient in?
I'm taking the glutathione, which is really known for like brain memory, health. So that's helped a lot, I think. Also, just the fish oils and the, just a little bit more of that. I was doing, I do olive oil every single day, and I'm like, oh, I'm taking care of the oils, but, and I eat nuts. But, as we get older, we need a little bit more in that regard. So,
yeah.
So all of those things. So what else does BioStation do? So all the IV treatments are amazing. They have over 50 different concoctions of like, we're going to throw in the B12, we're going to throw in the glutathione, we're going to throw in whatever they think you need, they're going to give you a shot of. So they do really great stuff.
They do fillers and Botox.
Aesthetics as well, yeah.
And
fillers
then
and Botox.
There's another new treatment. I'm not quite sure. You know where I'm going with this.
Yes.
You know, they have one for the vajayjay.
Yes.
The JJ revitalization or something. How do you?
Rejuvenation.
Rejuvenation. Yeah. You know you're getting older when you're interested in vajayjay regeneration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, or women that have had kids and the child just tore her apart,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
my friend. One of my friends, yeah.
No, we all have friends. We've heard, I've heard horror stories. And then I had a friend that got it done, and she's quite happy, and her husband's quite happy about it as well.
I'm sure he is.
I'm like, I want a full report. I need all the reviews. I need to know about this. This is quite interesting.
Exactly.
Well, but look, at the end of the story, I guess I wanted to have you in because I think that social clubs to some people are like maybe to millennials or people in their 20s, 30s, or even in their 40s, they're like they just it's like they don't even think about it,
yeah.
Right? But again, as you go through different phases of your life, you want and are interested in different things.
Right.
So even if you're interested in like your personal business development, to put yourself in a situation where you're going to be with other like-minded people or other people that are like you because they have a membership there too, you make good, organic, authentic connections with people. And when we're in a world right now where it's hard to network. It's hard to make
such a great point.
Yeah, it's hard to make authentic connections.
Yeah.
And then, whatever industry you're in, you're constantly being barraged with emails from people that focus on your industry. And it's very, like for me, I don't like to do business with people that I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, a lot of our members have connected.
Right.
And, I have one member, he's an entrepreneur, and he's in the mushroom craze, right? So he has this tincture, and he's connected with all these potential buyers, and now he's launching it through just knowing people at the Carillon. So absolutely, you're 100% right. And you know that they're people that are focused on their health because, as we mentioned, we have a 10,000 square foot gym. We also have 150 classes a week.
Yeah.
That's unheard of. Like no club has, they can't touch us with that. Honestly.
No. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Meditation, sound bowls, a salsa, tango, boxing, stuff on the beach, beach body, meditation on the beach, which is so amazing. So when you get all these people together that are focused on like health and well-being, and they're just going to be good people in general. Right?
Well, one would hope.
Well,
yeah. And so it's a place where you can meet people, in a sober environment.
Right.
And you can make real connections. And for me, I just went for the gym because I'm like, and maybe I should get my ass to the gym more. That's a whole other issue.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that. But I went for the gym, and but going on my third year with my membership, I've been able to reap more benefits than I could have thought of. And one of the big things would be the social aspect, whether I'm bringing friends or colleagues, to to the Carillon to enjoy a day at the spa or a day at the beach, or whether I'm just talking to other members, it's that social aspect was something that I didn't know what I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then it made me realize, like, again, as we get older, we transition to different parts of our lives. You want to connect with people in an environment, and you want to have a point of reference of who they are.
Right.
And social clubs allow you to do that, whether you're a Soho House, Fisher Island, the One Hotel, or even the social clubs inland. There's other social clubs. But, it's something to think about, especially if you move to Miami you don't know anybody, and you want to start meeting people, and you want to network, and you want to connect. Well, do it around something that you love to do. Like if you love to play tennis, then join a tennis club.
Right.
Or if you love to play golf, join a golf club. Or for me, I love to go to the spa. I love the beach. I love being outdoors. I love all the anti-aging stuff.
Yeah.
The Carillon is perfect for me.
Yeah.
But join something, because it's a great way, and I think can you write it off?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, then, and you could write it off as well.
Yes, you can.
So, I wanted to, people are moving to Miami and they don't know other people.
Right.
And this is just, they maybe hadn't thought about joining a social club or a club. And, or maybe they're not from maybe their culture, they don't do that, or, it never occurred to them. But it's a great way to meet people, to get yourself out of the house, to get yourself to do something besides go to work.
I think that's the main thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like we all need that extra push. And we also have, one of the leading spas in the world. So if you just want to come in and, chill out in our sauna area, which is world renowned. It's amazing, as you mentioned.
Yep.
Or, book a spa treatment. That's it doesn't have to be a social aspect of it. I love that you're saying all that, but it can just be something for yourself too. And that's
it's that too. It hits that as well. I mean, a lot of times when I'm just super stressed out, I will walk over, and maybe I'm just there for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
But I'm able to just kind of take a breather, and I always feel 100% better after. So, have we hit everything on your notes? You got 2 pages there, lady.
I just wanted to mention one other thing. We did just get a Michelin star for our pop-up restaurant. Yes.
Tambourine.
Yeah, the Tambourine Room by Tristan Brandt. He's a world-renowned chef. We brought him in here. We wanted to kind of, take our cuisine up a notch, right? So it's been doing really, really well. And so... like I mentioned, we just got the Michelin star, and Miami is really becoming that culinary place to be. I think we just got, on Food and Wine nominated one of the top cities in the country.
For food? For
food, yeah. So,
and what type of food do they have at Tambourine? Is it explain it to me, because do you order off the menu, or is it a tasting menu, or how does it work?
It's a set menu, yeah. And he calls it a tasting because each plate, although I did it, and it was more than a tasting each. Yeah, there's 6 to 8 course, depending on which time slot you choose. But I was definitely full, because a lot of those places you go and you're like, I need a hamburger because I'm still
I need
hungry.
to go eat after dinner.
Yeah, so yeah.
True.
And then there's also like a wine pairing component to it, which is really nice. I like that part. So it's only 16 to 18 seat room, so it's very intimate. But we're just really excited to launch that because, we are very savvy in our cuisine here in Miami. We didn't used to be, but we are really going that direction. Yeah. And it's exciting. And so we just wanted to get on that bandwagon and make sure that we're a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tambourine is a pop-up. So does that mean that it's going to pop down one day, or is it going to go away? Or are you guys kind of just seeing what's...
we're kind of...
testing the system?
We're here.
Yeah.
We're here. We're doing it. And it's doing well. So we're excited about that. Yeah. We're just kind of going with the flow and seeing, getting everybody's feedback too once they do dine there, and our members love it too. They get to use their credits when they go there. So, we're playing it by ear.
Yeah. All right. Can you think of anything else? Like, as we close and as people are, what are some of the things that you would say to someone who is considering a social club, and what are some of the things that they you're an expert at it, so what would you recommend, or say, hey, like, make sure this or make sure that, like, what are some things that you would suggest to someone who is trying to decide which one to go for?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing is that we are in Miami. We are also different from each other. So we definitely feed a niche, right? So Carillon focused on wellness and relaxation, family, younger. Each one has its component. One hotel more social, Soho more social. So definitely, do the tour, get with a membership director to make sure that, and really feel it out. You're interviewing that person as much as they're interviewing you, and make sure it's the right fit for you. You may think Soho House because I want to visit all these places around the country, but perhaps it's a different crowd than what you were thinking. Maybe it's too young. Maybe it's not young enough. Or, you really have to figure it out. So, like, I had a younger gentleman come to the Carillon. He was, it wasn't the right spot for him. So it made sense. He wanted more of the social aspect. Right. So I was completely honest with him, and, like, I don't see this as a good fit for you. Right. Because you do want to, you're investing money, right? So you want to make sure that it's a good fit for you. All
right. Well, Wendy, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for joining me on my first lifestyle buying Miami. And it's just, people are very interested in knowing, like, well, once I buy a place, how am I going to create my life here? And I say, create it around what you like to do. Get clear on what you like to do and create it around that. So social clubs are a great way for you to do that. And to meet other people that are into the same stuff that you're into. Yeah. So like-minded is huge. Like-minded. Yeah. So, okay, my dear. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Pleasure. And make sure that you send me all of, like, your links, like your email, because somebody might hear this and they're like, oh, well, how do I find Wendy? Yeah. And listen, listeners, you guys can always find anybody on my shows through me. You can DM me or contact me, and I can connect you. But I'm going to put Wendy's email address, and I'll put the link to the Carillon, and that way you can get a hold of her.
Great,
and come, and they can come in and, like, spend. They can do a tour and kind of try before they buy, right?
Of course. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Some places don't allow you that, but we definitely do. If you want to come in for, a tour and then enjoy the rest of the day, we're happy to do that for you. Okay, cool. Yeah. I remember doing something like that before. Yes. So, all right, my dear. Well, thank you so much for coming in. It's been great. And my producer always makes me say that you can find Buying Miami, Life, Love, and Real Estate wherever you look for podcasts. Yeah, right? Wherever you look for podcasts. So we're on Apple Podcast and Spotify and Amazon, and just basically anywhere you look for. We're also on YouTube. If you want to see what we look like, you could you could go to YouTube and you could watch us there because we're filming it. And that's it. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.